On April 10th, 1963, America suffered a tragic loss that would forever leave an indelible mark on naval history and the hearts of a grateful nation. On that fateful day, the USS Thresher, SSN 593, a pioneering nuclear-powered submarine, was lost during deep-sea testing approximately 220 miles off the coast of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Along with the vessel, 129 souls, officers, enlisted sailors, and civilians, were taken by the unforgiving depths of the North Atlantic. These were not just submariners. They were patriots who epitomized courage, duty, and an unyielding commitment to the security and innovation of their country. The USS Thresher was launched at Portsmouth Naval Shipyard in Kittery, Maine, on July 9, 1960. She represented the pinnacle of Cold War-era submarine technology, a marvel capable of outmatching the most advanced vessels in the Soviet fleet. Named after the swift and tenacious Thresher shark, she embodied the fierce and unrelenting spirit of the U.S. Navy. However, her journey was cut short in the early hours of April 10, 1963. At 7:47 a.m., the USS Thresher commenced her sea trials, alongside her escort ship, the USS Skylark, ASR-20, which stood ready to assist in case of emergencies. By 9:13 a.m., tragedy struck. Communication between the Thresher and Skylark indicated that technical difficulties had arisen, including issues with the submarine's nuclear reactor. At 9:17 a.m., the final haunting message was received. Quote, "Experiencing minor difficulties. Have positive up angle. Attempting to blow. Will keep you informed." End quote. Moments later, silence prevailed and the Thresher was lost. The sinking claimed the lives of 129 individuals, 16 officers, 96 enlisted sailors, and 17 civilian engineers and technicians. These men were not just naval personnel. They were pioneers of underwater exploration and defense, custodians of innovation, and guardians of American freedom. They came from all walks of life, united by their dedication to serving their country. Among them were Lieutenant Commander John Wesley Harvey, the commanding officer, and Rear Admiral Frederick B. Warder, a legendary submariner known for his service during World War II. The tragedy of the USS Thresher sparked a wave of grief across the nation. Then President John F. Kennedy expressed profound sorrow for the loss, stating, quote, "The courage and dedication of those aboard the USS Thresher will not be forgotten. Their sacrifice reminds us of the cost of defending freedom and advancing human knowledge." End quote. In the aftermath, the Navy launched an extensive investigation into the disaster. The findings pointed to a failure in the ship's piping system, compounded by an inability to perform an emergency blow of the ballast tanks, a catastrophic combination at depths exceeding the submarine's structural limits. This loss led to the implementation of the rigorous submarine safety program, SubSafe, a commitment to ensuring the safety and reliability of all future submarines. As we remember the USS Thresher, it is essential to honor the legacy of her crew. They were more than the sum of their titles. They were trailblazers, whose determination paved the way for advancements in submarine technology. Their sacrifice was not in vain. Today, America's submarine fleet is among the safest and most capable in the world, thanks to the lessons learned from the Thresher tragedy. The crew of the USS Thresher carried with them the hopes of a nation. They served not for glory, but for duty, answering the call to safeguard a land they loved. Their memory lives on in the hearts of their families, their fellow service members, and a nation that owes them an everlasting debt of gratitude. On this solemn anniversary, let us reflect not only on their loss, but also on the spirit of resilience that defines America. In their honor, let us strive to embody the values they stood for: courage, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. May their sacrifice continue to inspire us to reach further and dream bigger, as they did. May God bless the crew of the USS Thresher. May He comfort their loved ones. And may He always bless the United States of America.